but I am using the three common ones: Copilot, Gemini, and ChatGPT. And I like to run the same questions in all three of them and getting the different responses. Especially if I'm researching a company or something like that, I want to get different viewpoints. And I do like that the three tend to give me different answers.
I use ChatGPT, Otter.ai, which is a note-taking software, and I tend to use Canva's AI that's within that application. I was helping a friend in his construction company. We were able to upload blueprints, and it was able to give us measurements of that building and even give us pricing. So I find that to be amazing because some of these blueprints were really large, a couple hundred pages.
I still think it's amazing that this is something that's new. Already using it in our everyday lives, but what we're talking 3-4 years on ChatGPT, widely available. But you're right, we're all using it for different things. Again, for the job hunt, I'm rewriting resumes. I'm using it for cover letters and basics, doing minor research. But I've got to where I don't do a web search anymore. Every search I do is in Copilot, for example, reviewing home routers. Which home router do I want to use next? What I like about Copilot is that it gives notations and sources for the data. For graphics, I tend to use one of the others, ChatGPT or Gemini. Again, using the free versions, you get limited, so 2 or 3 revisions of an image or something like that. And maybe data seems to be a little less varied. I mean, to me, Copilot seems to give more information, charts, etc. I like Gemini. It will generate documents out of Google Docs. So if I want to put something in a spreadsheet real quick, it'll build it. And bouncing back to Copilot, I love starting a document in Word. Open up Word now and it asks what you want to write, and I put the criteria in there and get my document started. Do I use it as my sole material? No, I do all the edits, but it does speed things up considerably. And I'm sure you've had those days where I can't even generate a thank you message. I need to write 2 sentences and I cannot do it, brain dead at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And just tossing that into one of those is so helpful.